I think the reason a lot of people don't want to be nuns is like just the way culture will put nuns, like you have comedians making fun of nuns, like, and then people don't, when people think of nuns, they don't think of like going outside, they think of them. I know a lot of people that think of nuns that are very cloistered, like cloistered nuns, they don't think of like you or any of the nuns that were Sacred Heart about 6-7 years ago. Or,
yeah. Some of that's our fault. You know, we have to take some responsibility, right? To say, I should be out there. So when I tell you that sometimes I don't dress like this and I wear just regular clothes because I just need to be me, sometimes I think, you know, what kind of witness is that? That sometimes I want to take this off and not be this. You know, this is what God's called me to be. This is what I'm supposed to be. I really wanted a community that wore a habit because I thought it was really important to have a visible witness. Just for that reason, that a lot of people don't know. They just don't know. We don't always talk about it. It's kind of like a secret society or something, right? It's not so secret. It really isn't secret. I'll tell you anything you want to know about it. But in the other, we talked about it, and this is an important piece for me. Father Pablo and I talked about this, and it comes up. When we talk about things like marriage, and we talk about things like a simple life, we talk about the idea of, I'm not quite sure who they are, what they do. They live behind those walls, you know, they're kind of secret group there. There's this idea that somehow I live a life of faith or a lifestyle that's very different, kind of mysterious than everyone else. And I would challenge you to think about is that I'm living a similar life than you because I'm living the same vows and the same call that everyone else is. And the way I look at it is this: who knows how many vows I make? How many vows I live? All right, I live 3. What are they? Poverty, chastity, and obedience. Okay, now my question always is this. Am I the only one who lives those?
No.
Other sisters live it too? Priests live it? Married people live it?
Sometimes.
Some people live it, or some live some of those. Like, does everyone in the church have to live chastity? We're not so sure about that one, right? All right, what's chastity? What's the first thing you think of when you think of chastity?
No sex.
No sex, right? It's amazing to me. You know why people get anxious about nuns and priests? The answer always starts with a no. Oh, that drives me crazy. No sex, no money, no car, no possessions, no cool clothes, right? Right? No life. You don't even know life, right? There's no. It's always no. I'm telling you that it's a lot of yeses. A yes to fulfillment, a yes to freedom, a yes to be a simple person, a yes to live out God's call. Chastity is about yes to fidelity. Chastity is about yes to respecting myself, my body, my commitments, my relationships, and the relationships of the people that I'm with and others around me. It's about a yes to living out the dignity of who we are as sexual human beings and as relational human beings. It's about, yes, married people should be chaste as well as single people as well as religious, because we're all called to a faithfulness. We're all called to a place where we can come before God in a sense of purity. And purity doesn't mean virginity. Purity means living faithfully. It means living the life that we're called to in the relationships within the moral standards of our church. Right? So married couples live chastity by not cheating on one another, by being faithful to your life partner, right? Single people live fidelity by abstaining, by being chaste, not having sex outside of marriage, correct? And religious, like myself, live it through what's called celibacy. Have you ever heard that term before? All right. What does celibacy mean for me? Not even relationships, right? Not even anything like I'm a single person and I date. Or
You can't have a date?
No, I can't go on a date.
I'm not going to
Well, you can't go on a date after you become a priest. Or before you can go on a date. Yeah. But think about that. But I mean, again, look at the reaction. No dates? I'm out of here, right? If it's a no nothing, no something, yeah.
Think about though what dating is today though. It's not courtship. It's quite the opposite. We were at a conference
talking about, dating in this practice today is really divorce trading. The whole attributes are, do as long as it feels good, there's no parental involvement, no sense of children, God's not involved in the relationship, is what you've done.
On to the next one, because we're not living
Yeah.
fidelity,
Yeah.
because we're not living faithful to the respect and dignity we should be showing one another. And that's what I'm saying, when you look at these things and you say, well, dating's not what it should be, it's because we've not called ourselves back to the fidelity. They hold religious and others very highly to our faithfulness, right? When we fall, boy, man, we crash. But when we look about dating in the world, say, well, you know, 50% of people are divorced, and maybe you want to try it out before you actually commit. No, 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 no. God's call is faithfulness, fidelity, purity of mind, body, and spirit. It's about living in the sense of dignity and respect for yourselves and others. That's what chastity is all about. I happen to live it in a way that's a little bit different, in that I'm not going to be in a relationship with a man. Father Pablo is not going to enter in or even consider a relationship with a woman that would lead toward marriage, would lead toward an intimate or exclusive relationship. Because our exclusive relationship was with God and with the church. That's our relationship. That's our marriage. That's where we've made our commitment to be faithful to that relationship.
And when you've done that, you don't feel like you're missing out.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's great. Hey, I said to the other class, you know, when you say, oh man, you're not going to have any kids, sister. I'm thinking, no, I'm not going to have any kids. There's no diapers. There's no Catholic school tuition to pay. There's no college to worry about. There's no worrying. Someone's going to come home and tell me something I don't want to know. I don't have to worry, right? But as Father Pablo mentioned in the other talk, you know, his first name is Father, right? He has a relationship to the church that is paternal. My name is Sister first. I have a relationship that's familial. You are my brothers and sisters in Christ. I still have a responsibility to everybody, right? So it's not like I just get away without being responsible and feeling a sense of belonging in a community that I want to see grow.